Okay, Lady, what is this?
Happy New Year again. It's the second week of New Year, January. We're kicking off with a show and tell to beat all show and tells. The best one of the year so far. There are all sorts of people.
Last week was the first one.
This is the best one.
This is the best one?
That was the first, and this is the best.
Yeah, last week was the best one of the year.
Well, no, this one's going to be
okay.
better.
All right.
You got people from around the world coming by showing off their projects, whether they're 3D printing, crafting, sewing, soldering, who knows what. They would love to show it off, and we've got them here, including some Adafruit folks who will demo what they've been hacking on. Let's start off with Noe Pedro. Welcome back, Pedro.
Hey, guys.
Hey folks.
Hey,
So,
Yeah.
all right, so let's go over this week's project.
Yeah, I'm gonna do share screen here. There it is. There's our screen.
Yay.
Okay, so we wanted to make some new cases for all of the PyPortals, all of them. So we made there's 3 PyPortals. So we made 3 different cases. They snap fit. They look nice. They got thick bezels, and they look vintage, like vintage.
They're so cute.
And they're cute. Well, the PyPortal's the cutest one. The Titano is really big, so yeah.
It's cute in a funky way.
Yeah, it's cute in a different way. Yeah, well said. I think I turned it off. It had the weather view. Yeah.
Okay, and then what's over there?
Over there's another cube.
Oh, yeah. So
This is, what
quickly
Pedro's gonna
demo
hack
this
on.
for next week. But if you tune into this week's 3D Hangouts, you'll see a lot more of that. And you can see.
That was timed perfectly.
That was perfect. I was like, that wasn't coming from the cube, but that'd be pretty cool.
So you can see a lot more about that, and you can even see why we were gone. You can check out my new little one that came out during Thanksgiving weekend. Had a new kid, Declan. So
Extruded a new kid. Good work.
yes, 3D printed the natural way. So check that out. Show more of that. Show all the projects that we worked on for 2019 and all the upcoming projects. So definitely tune in for that.
All
Well
right.
said.
Awesome.
All right, and I'll put this question in from the chat because the answer is yes, which is always fun. Will these cases be available? Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The alert guide went out a couple hours ago, so
sorry about
definitely
that.
check it again. We like to release videos before things are published, which is
That's right.
fine.
She's very excited.
Audience. That's the way we do
Excited
it.
for me because I'm like, wait, I gotta go flip all these.
It's out.
All right. Well, happy New Year! Can't wait to see all the exciting and fun stuff we make this year. I like how we're kicking off with cute and glowy, which is just how I like to kick it.
That's right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Bye,
you,
folks.
Pedro. All right. Next up, JP from the West Coast.
Hello. So I'm digging into some more Bluetooth LE stuff this week, and on my show tomorrow, I'm gonna show some of the nitty-gritty details. But I wanted to give you a little preview of what I've been working on, which is I've got a little mixer control panel here running on a Circuit Playground Bluefruit, and this is paired with one of these smart light bulbs. So this is a BLE bulb, and as I adjust my sliders here, I'm sending different values for red, green, and blue, and you can color mix them. I'm also showing on the Circuit Playground Bluefruit the sort of percentages of those on 3 of these dots and the aggregate on another. And I've also decided to use some of the buttons on here so I can blink the bulb just from the A button, and I can send it to pure white with.
You can strobe light it.
You can strobe it, yeah. You can. It's a little bright, a little faster here in real life than on video. And then I've also got a little dimmer switch that lets me kind of cut the brightness in half while I use the sliders to their full length, but they only go to half. So how does all this stuff work? Well, that's an interesting question. If you tune in tomorrow, I'm going to answer some of what I've learned about Bluetooth LE profiles, services, characteristics, attributes, how to poke at them from some apps, and how to use CircuitPython to do all this good stuff.
Yeah, JP's going to teach people what they want to know, which is what do all these words mean? How do you use them, and how do you actually use all these BLE devices? Because it's actually pretty easy to use it once you know all the words and methodologies and all the tools. And JP is just he spent the last couple of weeks and just
hacking through that jungle.
Swam through it. He went into the forest. He took ayahuasca. He learned all this stuff, and he's come back, and he's going to teach us all.
So accurate.
Yeah, it's.
Well,
accurate.
the other thing is, this stuff isn't as difficult or as hard, but I think experts like to be experts, and gatekeeping, I think, is the term that we hear a lot, and that's not our job. Our job is to bring everyone together and do this stuff. So thank you, JP. Not only will you be doing that, but we're going to show you your Make Code Minute from last week. Make Code updated Arcade. It's now an official release, and we're also going to show
in it. Yeah,
the Make Code Arcade video that they did.
Yes.
So that's another thing, like game development you can do it. It is possible. And
Yeah. In fact, I've got a game pick I'm going to show tomorrow on my game pick of the week, and it's beautiful looking. Like, it's shocking what some of these games that people are making and Make Code Arcade are starting to look like. So
yeah, and a lot of them are made by kids, which is really impressive too.
Yeah.
So
Really cool.
all right.
Cool. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you, JP.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have Scott. Hey, Scott.
Hello.
Hey, Scott.
Happy Circuit
my camera.
beta build release day.
I know.
Oh yeah, so beta 3's out. Beta 3, it has really cool stuff in it. It has a packet buffer, which I'm using here to connect to the Apple Media Service. So this is a Feather 52840 connected to my phone, and it's getting the current playing track. If you have an iPhone, you see that there's a little thing that pops up that allows you to like play, pause, and adjust stuff. And this allows you to do that over Bluetooth. So what I have here is I'm actually listening to the music on my Mac, as it says, and I have it every 3 iterations or something skipping tracks. So if you look closely, you can see that the title is changing as it's skipping through the tracks. There's lots of other stuff you can do, like raising and lowering volume and stuff too. So that's one piece of beta 3. The other big piece is the IMX RT support, which is a really cool. I think last time I was in New York, I said that chip was really cool. So Arturo just got a PR out for it and has 2 boards that he's designed for that, which is all very, very exciting.
And you can pick up the MX RT 1010 evaluation kit, which is one of the boards that we're targeting for only like $10.
I'm not sure it's $10 anymore. I think it was just through the end of December.
Okay, well, you can get it from DP for probably like a whole $19.95 or something. It's not going to be that expensive.
Yeah.
But pick it up because if you want to play with this chip, that board is nice because it's all the goodies on it. It's a little big, but it's a great way to get started with the chip, and it's affordable, even if it's not $10.
Yeah, and Teensy 4 will come soon. We're not exactly sure who's going to do that, but Teensy 4 is in that product family as well, so we'll definitely support it. Yeah, so that was really exciting. The other thing to talk about is CircuitPython 2020. This is annual planning that we do, just asking folks to reflect on CircuitPython and its community and what you would like to see with CircuitPython. So for CircuitPython 2020, we want to kind of just gather everybody's perspective on what they want from CircuitPython and the community. And then starting on Monday at our regular community meeting, we'll talk about all those things and we'll kind of aggregate it into one doc that will then be posted to the blog as kind of like our broad vision for the year. So if you want to participate, we'd love to hear what you want from CircuitPython. Just post it somewhere public on the internet with the tag CircuitPython 2020, and then also email circuitpython2020@adafruit.com, and Phil and I will get it and we'll post it up on the blog. So if you want to read the past ones, you can also go to the blog, search for the CircuitPython 2020 tag, and then look at the bottom. There's a whole list of all of the posts there so far.
Yeah, we'll also have these in the newsletter. You can go to adafruitdaily.com and sign up for Python for microcontrollers, where whatever the ones up till Monday at 5 or 6 p.m. we put in there. And then one thing I'd encourage folks who do open source or like to build communities or want to build a community or are refugees from not so great technology communities, take a look at some of the stories that people have, because CircuitPython just isn't code. And a lot of people talk about that specifically as their experiences with a very inclusive, diverse, interesting group of people that are working on something to help educate and make something fun. Like computing can be fun. And so those stories are really, really good. Those are, of course, we're very interested in all the technical details that goes into an operating system, which is this programming language that we have. But read some of the stories that people have. They're really good. And thank you, Scott, for kickstarting this off, because I think the Rust community, which you saw this from, I think this is something that other open source efforts could do. And I think they would really, it really help bring more people in and give people a voice to where things are going. And it's more than just code. That's why it's called Code Plus Community.
Yeah, totally. And we got that from Kattni. So.
Yeah, we have graphics and t-shirts.
Yes, we do.
There's no going back now.
Yeah, and check out the Rust community. They do great work.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Scott.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, let's go to Brent, who's over there.
Hello. I'm over there. This past week, I've been working on a 2-factor authentication It's like we're calling it a two-factor authentication friend for your PyPortal. Sometimes my cell phone is like all the way over there when I'm shooting pictures, and Lady Ada doesn't use a cell phone. And she did a guide a while ago about making a two-factor authentication friend for the Feather. And this was before CircuitPython had all of its fancy features, like there's an NTP module now, there's faster hashlib modules, there's better Wi-Fi modules. So this is an updated version of it that uses the PyPortal, and you can press on it. It will show you your different codes. Let me switch to this. So on my cell phone, I have an application called Authing. I'm trying not to show my codes towards the bottom. And every 30 seconds, the authentication token refreshes. And it's a really interesting application because it lets you go between different applications like Slack or Google or other websites. And then we have a really similar one now for PyPortal. So I have, these are not my codes, but I have Discord, my Gmail, GitHub, Adafruit, or Outlook. So you can store up to 5. You could increase that number if you really wanted to, but it's what fits on the PyPortal screen, and it's really nice looking. And you can put it in the case that Noe Pedro made. And we'll have a guide for this later this week.
All right, good work.
All right, looking good and secure. All right, thanks, Brent. All right, next up, let's check in with some folks from around the community. You want to go to Cy first?
Yeah, we're going to get a Cy, and then
we'll go to maybe Drew after that. Okay,
Yeah.
Hi, Cy, welcome.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So I made 2 last-minute submissions for the Take Flight with Feathers contest. So the first one that I designed is a Sigfox featherwing.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
And it uses a module that I found on DigiKey called RC1692. I got a Sigfox license and I managed to test it. I was able to transmit at work, but for some reason, I'm not able to transmit where I live. But it works. I sort of made a placeholder submission. I'm yet to edit the documentation on it. And the second design that I made is an XB featherwing. So the idea is that you could control the XB3 cellular module using the SPI interface. The module, it's like I'm able to actually, like I tested the basic functionality. I'm yet to write the SPI drivers for the cellular module. The cool thing about this one is that you can actually program this one in MicroPython, so you need not control it directly from another featherboard. You can actually use an FTDI header to program in MicroPython. I'm working on it, and that's it.
Awesome. Well, those look really great. Well, thank you so much for entering the contest. We're going to be looking at those entries soon because it just closed.
And no matter what, even if your board isn't going to be made, you still won a sticker tonight. Not one, but you get a sticker. Email support@adafruit.com and we'll send you out one. And thanks for entering the contest. There was a lot of great entries.
Thank you, Ty.
All right.
Okay, next up, let's check in with Drew and Helen.
Drew and Helen, welcome back.
Hi.
Hello.
That was an awesome featherwing. I've been loving the featherwing competition.
Collect them all.
Yeah.
They're like Pokemon now.
Such a great competition.
So I have a flexible PCB business card here that I made, and wanted to have it act as something. So in this case, it's a coin cell tester. So if I fold it over the coin cell, it'll light up the LED on.
That's such a good idea.
Nice.
So
now you know if it works.
Oh.
Like,
there we go. So kind of try and have the camera focus on it there, so you can see it blinking there. So we can see that our coin cell has juice in it. So.
All right. Yeah, useful.
I made a very, very stripped back Arduino from the chip.
Cool.
That's kind of cute. But the reason I'm doing that is because I'm making a soft circuit Arduino, because I've got this cool new thread that you can solder to. So I've been soldering chip legs to conduct a thread. which has been extremely annoying. So that's what I've been up to this week.
Yeah. I mean, that's what people want to fun. All right, cool stuff always coming from you. Don't forget to email support Adafruit to get some stickers if you want stickers.
I send them packs of 10 now.
Okay, so you got stickers.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for coming by. Keep coming by. We love to see what you're up to. It's kind of fun. It's like we're friends. We're hanging out, but on the internet.
Yeah. Hello.
Have a great.
We'll see you next week.
See you. Have a great week. See you next week. All right. Hey, Liz.
Speaking of friends, hey.
Friend, Liz and her cat. Hi, Liz.
Hey, how's it going?
It's Winnie, I think, right? Winnie the cat?
That was Winnie, yeah. So
You're good with cats.
I know. Yeah, I know everyone's cat's names. Okay, just that's my mutant power today.
Don't step.
Nice. So in the new Circuit Playground app, I saw there was an example with the keyboard that could trigger the tones.
Yes.
And I thought it'd be kind of cool to try to make a hardware version.
Yeah.
So I remixed Rose Brothers' square case for the Circuit Playground to make it look like an amp. And then I've got some 3D printed keys with a feather bluefruit. And when I press the key, it lights up and I get some tones going.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So it sends a color packet that also triggers a note.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Yeah. And then there's got black keys too. They'll go in. They just can't fit on the breadboard right now. And they're just sitting on top of these circular buttons. So they just snapped it on. But yeah, that's been what I've been working on.
All right.
All right. Little tone party.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay, Liz. Well, you know how to get a hold of this if you want a sticker.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, next up we're going to go to Dave. And then after that we'll go to Melissa. Hey, Dave. How's it going?
Hey, guys. I haven't seen you in a while. Glad to be back.
Hey, Dave.
I'm going to share my screen and tell you about something I've been working on. I'm very excited about it. Okay, so Chrome audio. Sorry. Easiest with two monitors. Let's just see if this works. Are you seeing like a GitHub page here?
No, not yet. So when you're sharing your screen with the share screen button at the bottom, it comes up for me to then add it. So I don't see it yet. So it doesn't seem like it's picking up your share screen.
I'm not in Chrome, and the message said something about Chrome.
Yeah, you know what? You could pop out and join back. I'll just go to Melissa now. And
Okay.
Why don't you try that with Chrome?
Great.
All right. Well, we'll see you in a couple minutes.
All right.
Okie dokie. All right.
Hi, Melissa. Hello.
Hello. So I have a PiTFT here on this Raspberry Pi, and it is running an animated GIF. And I just wrote a guide for this today. And it's not just an animated GIF player because you can actually switch between different ones here. This one's showing a cat with some toilet paper. And we did a little streamlining, and it's actually running really good on this 2.8-inch LCD. And it will also do the variable duration GIFs now. So some frames might be a little bit, have a little longer duration than other ones.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
thanks,
Melissa. And that guide is now up, and people can start playing around with it.
It's true.
We'll talk about it tonight on the show.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Next up. So, Dave, I
Dave's
see your
back.
screen. And
Good.
You can keep it to about 5 minutes, and then we'll get Dan and Dan keep it to 5 minutes. We get to everybody tonight.
Sure. Okay, for a long time, I wanted to have a smart thermostat. I'm kind of a privacy advocate, so I don't like the idea of another company collecting data on
You
what's
don't want a
going on in the
microphone
house.
and a always on microphone and always on camera on your thermostat?
I don't like that stuff. So all I have on this
Why
thermostat is a temperature and humidity sensor. You can see it right here. And I'm sure you recognize these parts. Here's a Raspberry Pi.
Oh, I can see I see the words here, but where's your...
I see a screen, but no
Yeah.
Raspberry Pi. Well, I see an icon for
I
Raspberry
see
Pi.
Raspberry Therm.move. Are you trying to play the movie?
Oh, I wonder if you're seeing what I'm seeing at all. Now, are you seeing kind of like a graph over time?
No, you're only showing the
I'm looking
one
at your,
screen.
I'm looking at your desktop folder called Dave B. Desktop.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That's the
Okay.
wrong stuff.
I was like, I see a dot
Move
move.
stream.
We have
Stop
like
screen.
5 monitors and like
Share screen. Share. Select window or screen. Let's try this again. Entire screen.
Yeah, why not?
And allow. And before I just missed a little prompt. So this is what I want you to be seeing.
Yeah.
There's a Raspberry Pi here.
Good.
Great. Okay. So a Raspberry Pi running a Python program that continually monitors the temperature. When it's too cold, it sends a signal to the relay, which it's really interesting. These thermostats, if you just connect these two terminals together, the heat turns on. You connect a couple other pairs and the cooling turns on, and the other one's for the fan. And then here's the Circuit Playground Express version that I did first. And then I wanted a web app, so I went with the Raspberry Pi. Here's the application running live. So this is connected right now to my real system. And these are measurements. The blue line here is the measured temperature. The green line is what I've asked for. And you can see if I say, hey, drop the temperature, and then over time it declines. The black line is outdoor temperature that I pull through an HTTP request from a U.S. government weather site. And this is the temperature at Buchanan Field, which is a local airport in Concord, California. And then along the bottom, the red sections show when the fire is burning, when the heat's on.
Yep.
And then in this section, this is the schedule, when to request certain temperatures. So I think that is what I wanted to show.
This is a great project, Dave. A lot of people want to do this. If you can post up the link to the stuff on GitHub, I had put this in the newsletter, I think, but if you can do that as well for people on the show to take a look at, we can get more people to build their own smart thermostats.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Okay. All right. And email support@adafruit.com, and you can put a sticker somewhere where it's either cold or hot, because you'll know.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
All right, Dan, let's play us out.
Hey, guys.
Yep. Hello.
Your itsy bitsy bluefruit that you showed last week, briefly, I kind of fell in love with the idea of just how tiny it was, but still so capable.
That's right.
So I obviously don't have one, but I mocked up the general dimensions and then kind of revisited on an old project from the Learn system. The earrings.
Oh, yeah.
That I think Becky did. Goodness, I don't even know how long ago. But just kind of mocked it up and drew up a little case.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'll work. And it'll be Bluetooth. That's the big difference now. So
exactly. I thought that'd be pretty sweet. Ladies with the earrings, they can control with the Bluetooth, modify them if they want, the mood, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Outstanding.
You got a project to work
and
on.
since it's Bluetooth, you can also do things where you can combine stuff like, you could send in the temperature of outside, and it can go from, red where it would be hot outside to blue if it was colder. So you can
control your thermostat by touching your ears.
Yeah.
You can actually be Jam. It's truly outrageous.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. And of
thanks,
course,
Aaron.
you know to get a hold of us for a sticker. All right. Well, we got through everybody.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We have
Okay.
enough time to get ready for our next
That
show.
is our show and tell for tonight. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And thank you for making this either the best or the second best show of the year so far.
It's best.
And thank
Good
you,
show best.
all the folks who showed up. Don't forget, we're here 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time every single week. We show and share projects with everyone around the world. You can hang out in Discord, adafruit.it/Discord, if you want to do show and tell 24/7 there. And Ask an Engineer starts in a few minutes.
Thank you, everybody.
Hi, everybody.